Extreme Rules is this Sunday. We got some go-home action. Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins have a tag team match. Playa, the club are a bunch of bullies, and we try to beat the clock. Grab your ice cream and pickles, because the Monday after show starts right now.
Ice cream and pickles. You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz...
What I'm talking about.
Yeah, there it is. Hey! Sing it live, man.
Yo, man, listen.
So photogenic.
Yo, Flobo Boyce, yeah, I mean, that's the track, though.
It's the track, though. I love it, man. Thank you so much. I'm going to drop the next wedding, just in the middle of the first dance. Be like, I'm so photogenic.
You have the power to do that. You're the DJ.
Yeah, get the royalty checks. Yo, everyone out there, Monday Raw after show. It's your boy, Flobo Boyce. So glad to be part of your life in second screens. You know, Monday Raw is kind of a mixed bag, but it's all good. We're talking about all of that. And, of course, Extreme Rules this Sunday. But before we get to any of that stuff, let's do this our panel. On the far left, my man, my homeboy, despite the fact he likes Baron Corbin, heel Jim Alexander. How you living?
I think days have been better. I apologize to all of you. It's the only time I'll probably ever apologize. I'm not sexy enough tonight and have the button-up shirt or stuff. So
V-neck, though. I'll get the V-neck, though.
Yeah, next week I'll make it up. So 1 week without sexy Jim, you guys can make it.
1 week without sexy. On his right, wearing the Spider-Man Under Armour. My man, the one-man lifestyle brand, Evan T. Mack. How you living?
I'm good, bro. Surprised with what Jim said.
Yeah, I'm alright, bro.
You're so surprised.
I am. You do shock me sometimes, but I ain't gonna lie. Shock value's good, though.
Flobito, what's going on, babe? Appreciate you, man. What's going on? I see you doing your thing, moving and shaking, man. Went bowling with your homies, didn't invite me, but it's cool, bro.
See how it is, my bad. Put me on blast is not even like it. Speaking of people to put on blast, the person you put on blast last, TK Trinidad. How you living?
What, me? Put me on blast?
Last time, yeah.
We should be talking about Evan with his whole full-length shot and slow-mo video.
You guys see this on Instagram.
Videos. He's all up in the sports shows. He's doing all that good stuff. And he don't invite nobody.
That's true. If you guys follow Evan T. Mack on social media, it was apparently a sports show, but they're doing a lot of slow-mo walking on the streets. Pretty sexy. I don't know what they were selling.
Dramatic effect. It's a sizzle reel. It's a promo.
I mean,
I'm trying. You know what I mean? I'm trying to. It was the pilot. I'm trying to branch.
Okay.
Start his own Boudoir.
You know, TK, when I eat, you eat, girl. You already know.
We all eat,
you already know.
Because I'll call you out.
My people, man.
And of course, shout out to everyone in the chat here watching us live. Joseph Boza, Dan MQ, Uncle Murph, Dylan, Marie, how's it going? I appreciate all your insults towards Jim. That's really
Marie,
dope.
Dad, the real YT.
You didn't apologize today, so that's cool. You weren't going to apologize today, so I'm just saying.
The real YT is always in the building.
I don't bring the sexy for that.
Michael Blake, Farmer Nick, Hugo, all the way in Portugal. Yeah, he's on Twitter. Farmer Nick be on Twitter. I be mad as hell Farmer Nick's not a real farmer, though. Yo, Farmer Nick, you better be a real farmer. I be mad as hell.
I'm a lead farmer.
Isn't Uncle Murph a daddy, too?
Yo, what's up, Murph? You a pop?
Probably, man. Probably.
Is this Manj Sandhu? If I messed your name up, I'm sorry, but I never seen you in the chat. Respect. Manj, tell me how to say your name. Is it Manj?
Okay.
I'm feeling it.
So Monday Raw, it was in the books, like 6 days away from Extreme Rules. Overall, I thought it was kind of a mixed bag. I mean, it was better than the past couple weeks of Raw, but definitely not as good as last week's soft reset. Just thoughts on the overall show. Starting with you, TK. What do you thought?
I think it was a decent show leading up to the pay-per-view, but I think it's going to heat up when SummerSlam, like a little bit closer to SummerSlam.
Yeah, it has to.
And then all those Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins pictures is like a little bit much.
The commentary too.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well, not more PDA, but they just started dating.
Chill.
It's true. It's true. What if they break up?
They're pitching the relationship. At least give us the whole meal. I don't want the sprouts only on the side.
That's also fair too. If you're gonna go for it, go all the way or pull all the way. Yeah,
for real. And it's not like they don't kiss or anything. You know,
if you want somebody in your business,
they've done it at award shows. So it's like if you want to establish them as a real couple, just go all out. Don't stop it or stop and go and sort of thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Thoughts, Evan? What do you think?
It was good. It was a good show, man.
Dramatic pause. Well, now just saying it's just.
This street profit thing has to stop, though, man.
I agree.
Okay.
I liked it last week, but this week
because it'd be different if they were entertaining like the Usos.
Yeah,
if that was the Usos.
Right.
doing the same thing.
We want to smoke.
I just think they're trying too hard, man. I think they're trying a little too hard.
They're screaming and shouting. It's like it's a goof act.
Listen. You already doing. You already. Go ahead, Jim, man.
It's a goof act. What? It's like they're turning into a character.
You know where I'm going with this.
I know where you're going with it,
Go
man.
ahead,
Give them the content, bro. Give them the smoke. Give them the smoke. They want the smoke.
I'm all about that. Same thing. I told you they have a fine line between. A goofy act, and like they were cool last week. They came in, they did their thing, and they were doing well on NXT. We're praising them, right? I mean, for some of the stuff they were doing.
Stay there.
But now this was cartoony. This was over the top. It's them being gimmicks already.
Why are they giving me updates of Extreme Rules like at Raw though?
Yeah,
shouldn't that be like on Twitter or Instagram? Hey guys, I'm watching the show.
That was dumb. Only because they
were doing it the whole show. I go, guys, if they were funnier, it'd be better. I just don't think they're funny though.
If it replaced the Michael Cole rundown, I'd have been fine with it. But the fact they had both was kind of redundant.
If it was the Usos, I wouldn't care. If it was the New Day, I wouldn't care. There's too much of this song and dance stuff, man, from these brothers. I'm just gonna put it out there. Too much song and dance, too much bamboozle going on with these brothers.
Yeah, I had a conversation.
Shout out to Spike Lee.
I had a conversation about Shannon Sharp and this exact same issue. But the thing is, Shannon Sharp that we see, Shannon Sharp, sometimes he does some stuff and you're like, damn, man, like, and people are watching.
And the thing about him is he is 100% different in person. He is, as far as like when he's in the normal mode.
Yeah, but there's a normal mode, then there's also a turn up mode around with your friends. Like what I think Shannon Sharp, the Shannon Sharp that we see on television is the turn up mode that we'd see with his friends.
Oh, absolutely,
you know
absolutely, yeah.
I think with oh my god, I just lost
Street Profits.
Yes, thank you. I think with Street Profits, this is their first time on the main stage, and they're turning it up a little bit too much. Where they're
it's
turning
not authentic in any way. They wouldn't do it with their voice. They wouldn't do it on screen.
Yeah.
This act doesn't fly anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just over the top. It's a childish, cartoony caricature.
Put it like this: I don't give a damn who likes it. I don't like it.
Okay.
I'm never gonna like it, no matter what anybody says.
The thing with New Day and the Usos, they've been around for so long.
I don't even like when they do it. I just learn to live with it. See, full disclosure, I don't like when any brothers do that. When they too much song and dances, I get it wears me out. But they've been doing it in my face so many years. New Day, I don't even care no more. Done.
That's how they are, though.
But that doesn't make it better.
No,
that makes it worse to me.
No, but that's the catch-22.
Way worse.
That's the catch-22 because it's like, okay, you want them not to do it because everybody who's not in the family is watching, right? But then you're like, well, that's who they are. Let them make money off of that. Like that's the catch-22 as a personal thing.
Y'all do you, man. I just don't rock. That's just me. I'm old. I'll be on the island way over there, being that one brother that's like.
Okay, so speaking of,
it takes away from their skills in ring and anything else. You know, you just take away the focus. You already build them as what they are.
Right.
You know, and what they're projecting right now. And then all the other stuff. Even if they're good in the ring or good mic skills, you don't see it because you see a cartoon.
How they perceive us as a people, the people that don't look like me, that's what they think of us.
Oh yeah,
that's what they think of us.
I totally agree.
So you perpetuating
you gotta be more specific.
Now I'm trying to be nice here today.
No, I understand. I mean, it's a family show, but if we're going that road, there's so many character traits are exploited for characters.
And they're exploiting every single one of the stereotypical black tropes.
Every single one of them.
They somehow hitting the loud, the obnoxious, the cliche black movie references, the clapping. But how
don't you have the cups?
Yeah, and the cup. How the hell you gonna hit every single one of them in a minute?
I got you.
So what I'm trying to say is the people that don't look like me out there, they're not black. They're like, that's exactly what we think.
Yeah,
that's exactly what we think y'all act like. And like, see, how are we racist when we say that's what we see? Yeah. And I'm like, how can I argue with them?
Okay.
How can I argue with them? They seeing it. Right? The people that have the platform to be something else are choosing not to be. Listen, this is one of those things that I've been wanting to say for a long time. I will never get on board with those dudes. Okay. Ever. So
you've been consistent about it too.
It's never gonna happen. Because I'm telling you right now, that was me and somebody pulled me to the side and said something. Like I was doing this one video where it's like this web series, and I love this web series. But the black guy I was portraying is a certain way. And somebody called me out on it, and they were black and they were white, and there was another white person. I was like, damn, it gave me cause to pause because you're like, Evan, is this how you want to represent your people? And that was it was a fair question. At first, I got real personal about it, and then I took a step back, watched it again. I'm like, that is me doing a little too much stereotypical black dude.
Right.
I know it's comedy, but it's a little too much. That's like the first time you'll see me, and it's not looking right. So I kind of dialed that back and kind of just said, let me assess myself. That's just where I'm coming from. I come from a personal spot.
I got you.
I made the same mistake.
I always feel like we should have an episode just talk about that. I think we can go all day with that.
Well, and it's also a choice, right? You could, because I was in the same position with another network, and they asked me to do certain things. And I refused to do it, and therefore I'm not with that network anymore.
Hey, listen to that.
But that's a choice. But that they asked me to be something that I'm not. However, there are people who are like that because a stereotype is not as, it comes off as something.
Sure.
You better believe it. Sure. So it's like it's if you're like that and they're asking you to turn it up and you feel comfortable turning it up, then who am I to say, oh, what this and this and that? Now, if somebody says it and you acknowledge it and you decide to like you experience and not do it, then that's fine. If somebody says it and you're like, well, that's just who I am and I'm just gonna do me, a la Cardi B had that huge backlash as well. She's like, I'm just doing me and I'm making my money. Then go ahead. You know what I'm saying? So it's we're in this catch-22 because everybody is watching us. Hip hop culture, the culture is part of everything. It's around the world. So no matter what we do, whether negative, positive, whatever, we're always going to be watched. Yeah. So with the Street Profits, I'm one of those things. I felt that same way with New Day, and it's like, if you're comfortable doing that and you're taking money home and you could sleep safe at night and all this other stuff, then who am I?
But that's what I always say. This is never coming from a judgment. I'm just saying I don't rock with you. It's me. I don't mess with you. I don't F with you. You do you, boo boo. But I know I sleep my head on a pillow at night knowing I'm real extra true to my people. And I go in my bed like this. I lay down, man, woof. Man, I'm down for the cause, man. I just lay my head on my pillow. There ain't no plastic cups in my hand on the screen. And I just lay down in my bed and I wake up like, good to be black.
All right, for sure. Put this in.
It's good to be black. Without a plastic cup in sight.
How do you wake up, Jim?
Don't put that situation. So the show opens up with a huge tag team match. Not getting on there. Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins taking on Andrade and Selena Vega. Andrade comes back from his hiatus. A tag team elimination match. Before I talk the thoughts on the match, something that really came up to me as a problem is how does elimination tag matches when they're intergender? When one team they're down a person, the other person just kind of hangs around the ring. What do you think about that one, Evan?
Still afraid to do what the other promotions are doing as far as literally making them fight though, because these ladies can hold their own and it's structured. This is wrestling. It is a dance. It's rough. It's a sport. It's competitive. But you see, like they were just showing the clip, Mia Yim going against Keith Lee. Like that match happened. Yeah, it exists. It's on Earth somewhere. Yeah. So like, is it really intergender? Is it? You're still there. WWE is still afraid to have the women fight a man. They're still afraid.
I agree with you, but I have two caveats for that. One, I kind of wish they let that rule lie for the wrestling games, because if I'm playing with my little sisters and cousins, I shouldn't have to worry about that. But two, what's going to happen when you come to a situation when you're booking a man squashing a woman? Is there a way to do that tastefully without being seen as overly aggressive in a PG environment?
Well, they not really get into like the whole indie thing, Jim, but like I think Joey Ryan,
Joey Ryan,
they do a good job of it. They do a good job in it, because what happened? I think Joey Ryan tweeted about that same subject. It's like, okay, well, you don't want to see women getting beat up, but we're in this whole equal rights type thing. And the thing is, oh my gosh, Thunder Rosa is a perfect example.
But her matches are competitive. I'm talking about a squash match. You take out like a Lord Tensai old school against.
That's the thing. That's
but maybe not do this.
That's the whole thing about great wrestling, right? Even if it is a squash match, because they're both great wrestlers, or because one person's still a great wrestler, they're gonna make that person not be as not almost the abusive, wife beater.
I agree with you guys. I feel like
I say stay away from the squash matches. If you can, you don't have to do a squash match with a man and a woman. I just think the way they book. I was watching this ridiculous match between Orange Cassidy and Kylie Rae.
Yeah, unbelievable. That's another level. That's a whole different category.
But
that's competitor against competitor.
You watch that match is so unbelievable. When you're watching them, it's not about man and woman anymore.
Absolutely,
they're just wrestling. And I think you can get there if you just let these women.
And the women could do it.
Of course, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, that's
my whole point is the women.
That is the issue.
Right?
Yeah,
they're performers, right? At the end of the day, if they both agree to it, they want to put on. They can book their match. And how it goes. Like, it's not like someone's being forced to do it. They have equal say, hopefully, in how they want to be booked. And and if they're down for it, to do it and to perform, they're entertainers, right? It's not real life in that way.
It isn't a real life.
That's what I mean. You can make it. You can make it's a dance, man. You can make it a hard dance. You can still emphasize that he's stronger than her, but you can also make it like it doesn't have to be China in the ring.
Right. I totally, for the record, I do agree with every single one. I'm for a counterpoint. The thing is, I'm worried about the fact that people who go to indie wrestling shows, who see Thunder Rosa, who see Kelley Ray, are wrestling fans. The WWE has to cater to those fans, and people who are just tuning in on a Monday night.
Yeah, but what about the female superheroes like Jessica Jones? I just finished
Jessica Jones is not for kids, though. It is rated MA.
Yeah, but Avengers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no,
you see what I'm saying? You see superheroes who kids
Wonder
watch.
Woman. I mean, that whole talk.
I get what you're saying.
She wins.
I get what everybody's saying. This is one of those things where I don't think. Stop calling it intergender. Then, like,
mixed tag.
Cole, just I don't know. Stop doing this. Is what I'm trying to say, because I long for that time where a woman gets tagged in and the dude's in there and she doesn't go.
And then, or just one slap on the chest and then like that's it.
And so she stands in the ring and she goes collar and elbow.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hands up.
Oh,
Lucha Underground style.
That would turn the doors off.
Yeah.
You tell me.
Becky Lynch could do. I mean, like as far as storyline, you could see Becky Lynch doing that. You could see
especially Charlotte.
Charlotte. Like I mean, there's plenty of women where it's believable to get it done. And say they do lose,
right?
But at the end of the day, they're still gonna hold their own. Like how many people?
They're gonna get respect for that.
Oh, absolutely.
How many people have been in fights where you're not gonna win, but you're still gonna fight. You're not gonna run. So at the end of the day, it doesn't.
I think there's ways to do it. Yeah, I think there's ways to do it and make it a true intergender and make it real stakes. Like, oh my gosh, Becky's out there with Corbin right now.
Yeah,
like they can lose the titles right now.
Right,
like, that raises the stakes right there.
That should raise the stakes. What we saw was Becky being like, "Well, I guess my match is done."
Scared,
gonna hang out there.
Scared, man.
Kind of kills like the tension there.
Zeno Hour said Wonder Woman and Black Widow fought men, and then Straight Facts says if Becky Lynch is the man, then why can't she fight? Why can't she wrestle?
Somebody preaching up in the chat.
Right.
Yo, Eric Clark, what's good, baby? Somebody's preaching.
Speaking of our women's division, the SmackDown Women's title gets some love with a beat the clock challenge. Basically, Bayley and Nikki Cross both get opponents. If Nikki Cross beats her opponent quicker than Bayley, which she ended up doing, she get to pick her stipulation for the match of Alexa Bliss versus Bayley at Extreme Rules. So Bayley took on Sarah Logan and beats her in 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Nikki Cross takes on Damon Brooks and beat her in 3:27. And so Nikki Cross picks a 2-1 handicap match at Extreme Rules. Now here's my question. And I want to see your opinion on this, because to me it felt kind of weird. It took Bayley 4.5 minutes to beat Sarah Logan, and it wasn't like convincing.
It was kind of like Sarah Logan,
but it felt like she was just like tripping over her own shoelaces.
It took mad time,
and it made Bayley look so weak. And on the thing too, I hate beat the clock challenges because there's literally a clock on the screen having you go, well, I wonder how long she's going to do this. It's almost like an inflated stakes. I think this whole thing was kind of silly, but I want your thoughts on the match. Matches.
Bayley. She's a friend of the show, or the friend of Women's Wrestling Weekly.
And a friend of me too.
Yeah, I feel like Bayley they always kind of make Bayley look weak.
Yes,
they sure do.
And it's just like, okay, well, she had the come from behind. She has the championship, but they for some reason they like she's not strong like Charlotte.
She doesn't always have to be the underdog.
Transitional champion.
She don't always gotta be the underdog every match. I'm like, damn, can she just beat the brakes off somebody?
It just feels like when is she gonna snap and just say,
you know what?
Her character. Hugger.
Yeah, the music doesn't do any justice.
Yeah, you can't be a ass kicker like that.
It's poop emoji.
Yeah, but they should have changed. I mean, we've been talking about this for almost a year.
Just a little baby rebrand.
They should have changed that. Like you could still hug people and still beat somebody's ass.
You better believe it.
Like there's people who do it all the time.
You can still be a hugger and beat the brakes on somebody.
How many gangsters they hug their children and then go and kill somebody on the corner? It happens all the time. Damn. So I mean, she
took a dark turn, man.
I ain't hanging out in those corners.
Corners of these, I'm gonna stay away from that.
I'm just saying, it just feels like they need to either they need to tell her to get some more cojones, or she needs to do that. One or the other.
Change her character.
Yeah.
I mean, change her thing. Get rid of the balloons and all that stuff.
That music is trash.
That music.
Did you see balloons or just hers?
Trash. Garbage music.
Yeah.
No.
But Baron Corbin's music is dope.
Great.
I'm totally telling you, it's terrible.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull it out right now and play it for
you. You gonna pull what out, Jim?
Well, I mean, music, yeah.
Let's talk about a main event that was pulled out of
Not
someone
for this
behind. Your boy, the best in the world, Shane O'Mac and Drew McIntyre take on Roman Reigns and an opponent of Shane's choosing, which was the maintenance person, Gary Garbutt. But it turns out not to be Gary Garbutt. It's Cedric Alexander for some reason.
Gary Garbutt.
Yeah, for being back on Raw because like he was announced to be on Raw and then he disappeared and now he's back again. So.
But that's the So here's the thing. You have Cedric Alexander on Raw, teaming Roman Reigns, and he still takes the pin. And he takes off his mask and goes, "Well, I tried." What was the point?
This is why.
What was the point?
Better than running after Drake Maverick, right?
This is why. This is like what. I know you talked about the Usos, but like the Roman Reigns Uso thing would have been like perfect. I think we saw them together for, was it a week? It wasn't 2 weeks. I think it may be 2 weeks. Let me know in the chat. But it's just like
it would give Roman something to do. It'd be the dominant faction. It'd be
that's a bad idea. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. That'd be a bad idea. Hold on, I'm to the counterpoint. Putting the Usos with Roman will cool the Usos down.
No.
Why?
Absolutely. They will cool them down.
Depends on how it goes. What if they get the tag titles?
If they're a face faction, they're going to go over what? The club? And then what? And if they're going to break them off and do the New Day rule where they all rotate and
What if
stuff?
they're not necessarily faces, though?
Okay, so let's say they're just like week in, week out, we're going to beat everybody. Right?
Yeah.
That's fine. So as far as the
Samoan domination.
Yeah, just dominate.
It's a great idea.
We are the nation.
No, seriously. Just Samoa just beating the Brits out.
I'm just like, how long does that last, though? Until you give them something worth fighting for.
Well, look, we know that they're family.
Agreed.
Like, so if the Usos don't, like, they have to have like a rotating belt. Say they're backing up Roman Reigns in order to get the belt, right? So they're backing up their family, their brother, their cousin in order to get this belt, and they're gonna do that until he gets the belt.
Sure.
And then when he gets the belt, they're gonna have his back because people are gonna go after him because he has the belt. So you could do that until, I mean, that's believable to me because they're family.
Yeah, it is believable. I'm not saying it's not believable. I don't think they're money. I think they're great.
You can do it vice versa. If Roman Reigns loses the belt, he can still. Why can't he back up his brothers if the Usos have the belt?
This is going to be a situation where if that ever happened to be a great day on paper, we'd have nowhere to go when it's done. Like a women's tag team division. It's like, it's great.
No, I understand, but like I said, I'd rather just see it. I'd rather see it play out.
It's just like you have your cousins, right?
Yeah.
You play with your cousins.
I guess.
You play with your cousins when you're 12, 13, 14. Then you got to be an adult. You don't play with your cousins no more.
It's so true.
It's a fact of life.
So
you hang out with your cousins. Huh. You do whatever you need to do, and then you don't hang out with your cousins no more. But you know they're still your cousins. Sure. Everybody knows they're still their cousins.
Like I said, I just think it'd be cool.
It's a cool thing to do.
See.
And
they've never done it either.
We see Naomi with Tamina. Like we see that.
Nia Jax.
Like literally, that's what I'm trying to say. That's what me and TK are talking about. We're talking about Nia Jax, Tamina Snuka, the Usos, Roman Reigns, and Naomi just beating the brakes off people.
I've bitched that for a long time. I know. I've been here. The chat actually agrees with you. The majority of the chat is saying that'd be a good idea. I mean, the Bloodline is a name that's been passing around for them, or Samoan Warriors, according to Straight Lights.
Why not?
Bloodline's dope.
Yeah, Bloodline's dope.
Dwayne can put it over the top.
Oh my God.
Dwayne can put it over the top. Dwayne can put anything over the top, but that would definitely put it over the top. That's credibility. True credibility.
Sorry, The Rock. Sorry,
I call him Dwayne.
Yeah, you do that. I'm sorry.
The Rock
and Drake is our
He is not The Rock anymore.
And then have Rikishi.
Yeah.
Yo, I do a whole little promo.
If you do that, then you can't have Shane McMahon promos.
Damn, that's right.
Is she still touring comedy though? Or?
No, I think he's not doing that. You gotta ask John Quasta that question. Shout out to John Quasta.
But I'm saying if you were to do that, say if you were to do the Usos and Roman Reigns, right? Then you add Naomi. Then you could extend that all the way up to WrestleMania. Easy.
I get you.
And
I'm not disagreeing with the idea.
One of them gets the belt, a la Nia, a la Naomi, a la the Uso. Even one of them in that faction gets the, or damn near Rikishi gets the belt, because that's how they do sometimes.
You're getting real heated. I agree with you. It's a great idea. I'm just like, where did it go?
I love Lisa Samoans.
This is true.
We got down to it.
Yeah, speaking of love, is now time for my favorite part of the show. It's time we hit the lights down for the TK's Boudoir.
Yeah, when are the lights gonna go on?
Oh my goodness.
Is it going? Is the music going?
It's going, man.
Oh yeah.
He will not let food poisoning get in the way of the Boudoir. I think so. I think it is. He had a couple bad entrees, but he still busted it open for us. You know what I mean?
The Barry White. Oh yeah, girl.
I didn't hear the music, but I can move without music.
All right, it's Boudoir.
All right, so Boudoir goes to Nikki Cross.
Wait. Who sponsors Boudoir? Who sponsors the Boudoir?
Oh yeah, thank you.
No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Boudoir is being sponsored by Center In Company Skincare and Candles. So if you want some candles or skincare, go to centerin.com. Put the after code AfterBuzz TV. So all y'all who are watching, listening, all that good stuff, I am gonna hook you up. You get a percentage off of any of your orders. So centerincompany.com. So in the Boudoir, Nikki Cross.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like I wish she would have stayed with the old gimmick, but she's doing something new, and I want to give her that push.
Yeah.
And then since we've been talking about the Usos and Samoans, if you Samoan, they're all in the Boudoir.
Some guy walking down the streets like I'm in the Boudoir.
Naomi, Nia, Tamina, The Rock, Rikishi.
Hey, leave some room for my girls.
The Usos.
Alexa Bliss with her pig at
I'm
home
not done yet.
this week.
The Usos' brother or their cousin who's in the MLW.
Oh, is he? That's
yeah. Well, I think one of the brothers in there. Anybody who's a Samoan that is a wrestler, they're all in the Boudoir. Male, female, all that good stuff.
And sitting in the back with me, Mandy Rose, as always. Alexa Bliss, bringing her pig at home somewhere, hanging out. She's got cool animals. I like that. And yeah, I mean,
so
Lacey Evans with Baron Corbin. That's a natural.
On the first date, you'd be cool with that?
Yeah, I would. If it's Alexa Bliss, I would be cool.
There you go.
I'm going to squeeze in that Boudoir today for the first time, the only time.
Hey.
But Miss Renee Michelle.
Disrespect.
That's a good call. That's a good call. We forgot.
Drake
Maverick.
I don't know what kind of listen. I don't know what kind of Jack and the Beanstalk, lima beans, Drake Maverick was wishing on to get that chick, but God bless you, brother. Whatever genie lamp you rubbed on to get that chick right there. You had 3 wishes. You used one on a good one.
But that's probably 1.5, man.
Miracles do happen, brother.
Chris said, "Why does it gotta be the white man dancing?"
Listen, Chris. Okay. Maybe you've never seen moves like this from someone, but I'm just showing you. You
gotta watch the hip gyrations.
Yeah, I mean, like Justin Timberlake didn't bring sexy back; it died out. I brought it back.
Oh hell no!
So when you tune in next week and you see the button come off and you see those moves, then you know the truth. Stay in the basement for now. And type away for us and subscribe as always.
He said he's in the basement now.
Wow.
Damn. Shout out to Heidi Mack.
Shout out to us.
That's a cool thing. You got a place to stay.
Yo, straight facts. My first time in the chat. I appreciate you.
Now we're doing a quick segment for AfterBuzz TV for top 3 moments. Is when I clip it out and put it on our social media so you guys can share it afterwards. So what's going to happen? We'll ask you quick questions, 3 of those, and just one-word answers, one-sentence answers, like a quick lightning round. Yeah. Question number 1: do you think Brock cashes in this Sunday at Extreme Rules, and if so, against whom?
No.
All right. 2: how does Evolve get a promo on Monday Night Raw but 205 Live can't?
Because it's 205 Live.
Wow.
What is Evolve? What? I thought it was like an indie thing, or
it sort of is an indie thing that has an alliance with WWE and they're streaming.
So why am I supposed to know about this?
Like the Street Profits.
Because a lot of the great young talent came from Evolve.
Yeah, and they're streaming a pay-per-view the same day as was it Fight for the Fallen? No, Fight for the Fallen.
Once they evolve to the major leagues, then I'll pay attention.
And this last question comes from one of our frequent listeners of the show, Ilan Pena, who says,
Yo, what up, boy?
What up? The thoughts on Raw TV rating being rumored being shifted to TV 14. Good idea? Bad idea? Things gonna happen?
Oh, yeah. I did see that. What's the rating now?
PG.
And it's PG-13?
TV 14. So it's PG-13 now. And
I heard that they want to make it a little bit more raunchier.
Yeah, thoughts on that?
I mean, as long as it's not going to be like bra and panty matches and stuff from back in the day. Well, I mean, you can't. They say you can't,
but then all of a sudden, exactly.
Yeah. So I hope in the women's case in particular,
that's all I care about.
It doesn't take away from what they have gravitated
and build and work towards. Like, let's not try to get y'all want to make it edgy or cool, and make sure the women can be edgy as well.
Yeah.
Make sure the women can put somebody through a table. Make sure the women can put somebody through a glass window and stuff like that. Keep it moving. If you're gonna, because it's one of those. What I always say when it comes to movies too, don't waste the R rating. Mm-hmm. Don't waste the rating because you got it. Just because you got the R rating doesn't mean you're gonna drop 50,000 F-bombs. Right. You got to use it. So you got the TV 14. Don't waste it.
Yeah, you don't need to be seeing titties everywhere.
You know what I mean? That's real talk. Like let's just. You know what
I'm all about TV 14. I'm making this TV.
I'm just saying, but don't waste it though. Use it with class and use it with. You have the rating. Like just PG-13. You can only say the F word one time. Once you say it more than once, you have to get an R rating.
They're going to be saying like more because they already say bitch.
Yeah.
They already say certain words where I'm like, oh, this is like what is
Corey Graves is an example or test guy for all this.
Yeah,
right?
so it's like, what else are gonna?
I would assume there'd be a lot more blood in matches. Not every week,
I'm assuming.
blood be more options.
I don't think we're gonna do blood though. Of all things, I think you're just gonna have edgy. It's a storyline wise, like it's gonna be soap opera. What it's now turning into is an actual soap opera.
That's just wrestling's always been that.
But no, it went away from being too. TV technically PG, kid-friendly programming. Now it's a soap opera. Now there's like, I'm cheating on you, or like, you know what I mean? Like the Maria Menounos thing.
I hate that.
Ice cream and pickles, baby.
I love that stuff. Give me ice cream and pickles. Dill pickles.
I don't get that, man.
That's terrible.
And I don't know what the whole point is with Mike Kanellis. You have him on the show, and he's just being emasculated week to week.
Everybody keep telling me how amazing he is in the ring, but I don't get to see
him. He can't cut a promo like his wife can.
And they double down.
Doesn't he perform in 205 Live though?
He does. I think he got moved over because, no, he's on both brands. He was on last week's episode as well.
You see them pop up once in a while on the main roster, but they've been on 205 for a minute.
Last time I saw 205 Live,
I think Maria's actually pregnant with their second baby too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So she really is pregnant, and that's the thing too.
She's pregnant in real life. She announced it.
The thing last week was weird, so I thought someone would be like, "Well, let's not do this again." But they did double down, and now he's getting her pregnancy cravings, which is ice cream and pickles, right? Because of course that goes together. I don't know what so I thought it'd be more storylines like that. Like I am pregnant. That's definitely a TV 14 type thing.
Or
you know what
like,
I'm saying?
Baron Corbin and Lacey. You know what I mean? Like
I see it going there.
Yeah, the couple and all that stuff. More PDA from Seth and Becky. Yeah, like this kind of stuff. I don't think it's gonna be blood. I think it's just be more racy storylines. That's what it is.
Yeah, but
it's racy storylines. You don't have to go to all the other stuff.
Here's the problem. Like I think you can speak to this as a comedian. Mm-hmm. If you as a comedian can have a great set and not swear at all, even though you know you can swear and you have an amazing set, and then you can go around and do another set where you swear and it's an amazing set, then that speaks to you as a talent. I feel like, yes or no?
It's a tough question.
Yeah,
ultimately, you're right,
TK. The great Jerry Seinfeld said, they said when he first started out, he did a joke and it had a swear word in it, and he and the crowd cracked up. He came back, did the same joke the next night without the swear word. No one laughed. He said from that moment forward, he would never cuss again. Mm-hmm. And he built his empire on not swearing. So that's why I say don't waste the opportunity.
All I'm trying to say is that with that in particular, it's like with their story. WWE is missing on storylines. There's certain stories like we haven't got great storylines at the moment.
I agree.
So we move it over to PG-14.
Let's hold. Okay, we are still exactly.
It's about you. Exactly. I agree with the whole thing. A great comedian can get away without using the crutches, right? But here's the thing: you're catering to the marks. The marks get marked out over like stuff. Oh my God, he said this word, like that's for that they're living for this. You know what I mean? Right. They are on their keyboards. They're talking in the chat room and forums. Like, did you hear that?
He called someone like a hoe. Oh my God.
That's for the marks and. For them, that they get a rise out of that.
I guess so.
Yeah, there's always that sweet spot because the counteract to that is that you have those clean comedians who just beat their chest and go, "I'm a clean comic. I'm different." And that's saccharine, exactly. So Seinfeld, which he's amazing live. It's like he flirts with it. It's called late night clean, where you don't say the terms, but you can still do innuendos and things. And I think
he's a genius in that
once you have that room to maneuver and like kiss the red almost and come back, then that's better than being like, well, oopsies.
That's what I mean.
You know,
but that speaks to talent.
True. That's what I say. They have talent though.
Here's the thing. I watched Scarface this past weekend for the first time in
which one?
First time in the original one.
Okay.
For the first time in a long time, and I realized
1940s one.
Yeah. I didn't realize.
I was like,
we're not talking about that.
I didn't even know there was another Al Pacino.
And
I realized that about 75% of that movie, all the lines were either in rap songs or in other TV shows that they made reference to. That to me speaks to amazing writing.
Yeah.
Even up to today, there's certain things from that movie, which was done in the 80s or 90s, something like that. That speaks to the writing. So it's just kind of one of those things where we have to put more, either whatever the pressure is that the writers are having, either they're not getting enough pressure or they're getting too much pressure. They're getting so much pressure that they're just pushing whatever on the wall because you're pressuring them too much and they can't be creative, or it's the other version.
I hope it's not the other version.
Because it's like we need to have good storylines either way, and it's like sometimes there's lulls. We don't have good storylines for the males and the females. Look at Bobby Lashley. Like,
Nice.
He's back. He's over. He's over.
I'm glad you mentioned that because Rey Mysterio comes out for 6 weeks of being off the shelf. Says, "Hey, I'm back. I'm better than ever." Open challenge. Bobby Lashley comes out, somehow miraculously recovered from last week's attack, demolishes Rey Mysterio and tries to throw him to the stage, and then no one cares.
What are y'all doing, man?
So here's what you need from Lashley. That's the kind of Lashley.
Can Rey make Lashley someone we care about?
No.
So what is Rey doing? Coming back and getting jobbed out to Lashley?
Rey's whole career's been based on him being the David versus Goliath guy, but he can't get the brakes beat off him.
Yes.
Why not? He's putting guys over.
No, but I don't need Ray doing that. I need Ray to retire. I don't need him to do that.
Shout out to Sophia.
So what up, Sophia?
Shout out to Sophie.
I'm tired of Ray. I'm tired of Ray putting other people over. Enough's enough. Ray's career is to me is a Hall of Fame career. I'm tired of him. I am tired of him putting over, especially people with that's as bummy as that baked potato, Bobby Lashley.
Oh man,
he's a baked potato. I don't care if he can beat me up. He beat me up, and I'd wake up and be like, "You still a baked potato? Your character's trash, and you can't talk on the mic.
Bobby,
you can beat me, but you still trash."
But he ain't shucking and jiving like the Street Profits.
But see, and that's what I like about him.
Right, that's what I like about him.
Everyone always like clown me like, "Yo, why you like Mark Henry?" I said, "Once he got away from that sexual chocolate,
oh yeah,
wait, hold on.
Sing-songy stuff."
Wait. Mark Henry, which I agree, he's the first ballot Hall of Famer.
He was never going to win the title with that nonsense because Vince loves when you do that song and dance.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna give you the belt though.
Fair.
He got the belt by beating the brakes off people.
But the thing about
angry black man.
But that's what I'm saying. Is that not a thing too?
But that's the thing.
How's that different?
So his character is literally just I beat you up and I go about my business.
Yeah.
That's from Silsbee, Texas. That's not an act.
I don't mean that. I mean the Hall of Pain. I mean walking with Tony Atlas going.
Like I said, that sexual chocolate stuff though.
Not sexual chocolate, but him being the silverback or razorback with Tony Atlas in the ECW.
Terrible.
He was still the Hall of Pain guy.
Terrible.
What version of Mark Henry are you talking about then?
The latest version.
The SmackDown version. When he went at WrestleMania, he went against The Undertaker. The one who took the title from Kurt Angle. You know,
that's my favorite version of Mark
that is fine. But even
that version is the guy who is from the country.
Yes.
That like he chops wood, he does the tractor, and then he pulls up and he has a beer and he's.
If you ask Mark Henry, out of his entire career, what's his most character close to is himself?
Right.
He'd say that one.
I'm agreeing with all this.
That's his character.
I am asking for the chat here. What would be a trait that you could attribute to a black performer that's not considered sucking and jiving if Mark Henry was a guy saying Hall of Pain, World's Strongest Man, come up the 3-6 Mafia? Like what?
But that's not that.
But that's what I'm saying. Just to clarify for the people.
That's not a stereotype.
I agree with you though. But
the line of shucking and jiving is. It's sometimes it could be personal too because you just never know. Sometimes certain things could be taken a bit too far. Sure. So if you have
it's a fine line.
Yeah, it's a very fine line and also has to do with your personal preference.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? Like
absolutely.
When I see this particularly black females doing certain things, I'm like,
you're like,
man,
like girl, why?
Yeah. Right.
See, TK can speak that from a black woman, from a black man perspective. My criteria is a little different. Like if you kind of you come out to somebody's gonna get their ass whipped and blah 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 blah. But if you got plastic cup crown on your head. Literally chucking and jiving. Yeah. Literally. Yeah. Dancing. And doing this and doing black, loud, obnoxious movie references and stuff like that. Mark Henry don't do that, man.
Okay, what King Booker? I'm just throwing things at you.
It's close.
King Booker was close.
It's close.
But here's the thing. Booker already established himself as a Hall of Famer and a top.
But he had a title as King Booker, though.
He had a title as King Booker.
He's already a champion WCW.
It doesn't count for their canon.
No, yeah, but King Booker.
He had a feud with The Rock before that.
But King Booker is kind of him like making, like he's trying to be like British. It was like a British thing, so but it wasn't some trope from our community.
Okay.
He took a trope from like it's close, man.
I got you, man.
I'm not just the judge and jury on this.
No, I understand.
I just don't like the Street Profits. Let's just get back to that.
That's totally fine.
They are setting us back hundreds of years.
Hundreds.
All right, almost time to get out of here real quick. This Sunday is Extreme Rules. I mean, we're gonna go down a card real quick.
Are you doing Extreme Rules pay-per-view for AfterBuzz?
They don't ask me to do that.
Oh, they don't ask me either.
They don't ask me. I volunteered.
I think
TK.
the SmackDown
No,
crew's
TK was trying to start
covered.
something, but I volunteered to do
They
it.
know that. They know that shit, boss.
I didn't know who to talk to.
I ain't got a pay-per-view since 2012.
Did they ask you to do pay-per-view?
So
No, I fully believe it's a SmackDown crew. They're the historians.
well, I'll be there this Sunday on AfterBuzz TV's After Show. But the Extreme Rules rundowns like this. We got 9 matches.
We want to do the pay-per-view too. We're available. We know how to talk wrestling.
Flobo is there.
Okay, so the rundown is this: Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch take on Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans for both the Universal title and the Raw Women's Championship. The Undertaker and Roman Reigns tag team up with against Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre. Kofi Kingston takes on Samoa Joe for the WWE Championship. Bayley takes on Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross in a 2-1 handicap match. Drew Gulak takes on Tony Nese for the Cruiserweight title. Daniel Bryan and Rowan takes on the New Day and versus Heavy Machinery. Triple threat match for the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Aleister Black takes on his first opponent, which is TBD. Braun Strowman takes on Bobby Lashley in a last man standing match, and Ricochet takes on AJ Styles for the United States Championship. Wow, besides the fact there's only one Extreme Rules match, what match are you looking forward to the most?
Baron Corbin winning the title with Lacey Evans.
100%.
They have to. They literally have to. Like, not only because I'm a Baron Corbin mark, but they have to, because there's nothing. They don't want to do another Drew McIntyre thing to them, and it's going to be worse for them. It will be worse because Drew McIntyre can still recover even if he's buried. They need that title. Even if it's for a short run, they can lose 3 pay-per-views in a row. They both need it.
Sure.
Yeah, Lacey definitely can't lose a third title match in a row and just be considered relevant unless they do some crazy booking and have her go over and beat the brakes off somebody, create a new Intercontinental Women's title, give it to her. But, you know, I'm just saying, you just can't have her keep losing like big matches. She can lose. Damn it, she hasn't even lost at Raw. She's lost 3 title matches. Right. So, I mean, 2 title matches. So hopefully, I'm looking forward to seeing that match because I like this match idea. You know what I mean? I don't know. Shout out to the Street Profits.
All right.
Shout out to Barry and Mack, Heidi Mack, Sophie.
You know what? I'm
so Samoa Joe and Kofi. I'm actually interested to see how that's going to play out.
Yeah, same here. That's the one I'm looking forward to the most.
Samoa Joe's got it. That's another one. If you want to shoot him to the top, this is the match for him to take.
Yeah, and just Aleister
Or at
Black.
least set it up to the SummerSlam.
Yeah, Aleister Black takes on TBD, either Bray, Randy.
Well, we need to see Bray. Now I'm agreeing with Mac. Where's Bray? It's been 2 now.
Told
I've
you.
been showing promos.
All
I'm
that
forgetting
nonsense.
about him. I'm forgetting
Just
about
like
him.
that. You see?
Hey, we're not talking about him. It's losing steam.
Just
we need
like
him
that.
to come out.
You see what happens?
Absolutely.
All this Firefly Funhouse nonsense and he's not been seen.
Yep.
Absolutely.
God, man.
I'm on your
I mean, he just
train
had a
right now.
baby.
Then don't do
He didn't have the
promos, bro.
baby.
Have a baby and do your thing. Don't be
He didn't have the baby.
It wasn't
He helped
paternity
create
leave.
the baby.
He was on
so
paternity leave, is what I'm saying.
Then you do you, bro. Don't come on my TV screen, man. Be a father.
Fair enough. We're out of time here. I hope you guys are checking out Extreme Rules. We'll be back here next week on Monday Raw After Show. But before we get out of here, Jim Alexander, where can the world find you on the internet, man?
Oh yeah, the internet can find me at the Jim Alexander on all social media. RealTalker.com. That's REEL. And you know, I'm still single and everything's good.
Yo, MT Mack, Instagram and Twitter, man.
Might change at the bowling alley, right, TK?
Oh, yo, go ahead, man. TK.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget to check out centeringcompany.com to get your cocoa butter, body scrubs, all that good stuff. You can follow me on everything at TK Trinidad. Also, check out my website. There's updates every week at tktrinidad.com. And maybe this weekend or whenever the next pay-per-view is if they ask me.
Oh, damn.
For the record, I actually do like Simone's. I'm Flobo Boyce. You can find me at Twitter at Flobo Boyce, on Instagram, on Flobito, and of course, Flobito.com.
Flobito.com!
Flobito.com! I say it every week. Comic-Con, the not-so-strange Bedfellows panel, comic books and pro wrestling. I'll be a panelist. Come on down for some photographs. I'll send some autographs. I'm just kidding. I ain't that famous. But if you got there at Comic-Con, say what's up to your boy. And until next time, buzz you later.
No.
Wow, ciao. Wow. Wow, who knew?
Founder Kevin Undergaro and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.